Your library is a meatball. That's a term coined by Seth Godin, a marketing expert, to refer to the boring, mundane, everyday products and services that we all use but really don't talk about. There's not a whole heck of a lot of buzz going on about trash bags or dish soap or something like that. In contrast, he likens Web 2.0 and tools like Facebook and Twitter to toppings at an ice cream parlor. Now, many people would mistakenly believe that if you're going to jazz up your meatball, that you want to sprinkle on some Web 2.0. But what you have here and you wind up with is the marketing becomes the central ploy and not the product. What happens there is you basically wind up with a meatball sundae. It doesn't sound too appetizing, and it really isn't. It is an uncoordinated, half-assed, half-baked, often expensive marketing strategy, and it doesn't really work. In order to be an effective marketing plan, it has to be aligned with your products and services that you're offering. Ideally, the products that really strike a chord with consumers, like the iPod or something like that. The marketing is developed along with the product. It's built into the design phase. It's not a something that they build a product and then they ship it off to a marketing team and then they decide how they're going to sell this to people. That doesn't work. People don't want to hear that. It comes off as inauthentic. It doesn't come off right. It comes off as a tack on or something, and it really isn't where the growth is in marketing today. They want an authentic message. What you can do for libraries is instead of trying to shoehorn the Web 2.0 tools and these new media things into selling meatballs, doing what you do, maybe instead you ought to think about how can you change your services? How can you change what you do to align itself to the new technologies? Because Web 2.0 marketing and that kind of thing, the new media, that's where the growth is. It's not in the old way. What sold meatballs in the past, Tide and all these other kind of products, doesn't work today. I mean, the interruption-based mass market media, it just doesn't sell. I mean, think about it. What sold for generations, things like billboards and spam and pop-ups and banner ads and commercials and things like that, they don't work. We basically tune them out. We don't have attention spans. We have developed mechanisms. We have TiVo to fast forward through commercials, and we have spam blockers and pop-up blockers. And the web is the worst medium in the world for interruption-based marketing because we can just click away. We don't deal with it. Okay? Nowadays, it's not about mass market media. It's about who you reach and not how many people you reach. It's more important to reach 5,000 people that care what you want to say, who choose to hear what you want to say, than hitting 5 million people that don't care or who couldn't care less. To illustrate the point, take a look at Time Magazine. Look at Time Magazine. You see this? Look at that. It's about as thin as a dollar bill. Okay? It doesn't get any more mass market than Time Magazine. On the other hand, one of my other favorites, Retro Gamer. Take a look at this. Okay? See that? It's like a book. That's how thick it is. There's no more content in this than there is over here. But the advertisers have left. They realize blasting everybody in sight, it's not going to work. What worked in the past isn't going to work today. What you need to do is develop a unique product, a unique service, or a better service, a better product, outdo the competition, and really be something remarkable. Seth Godin, the author I mentioned before, calls these innovations purple cows. I mean, his logic is you're not going to drive past a field of cows and see a purple cow and say, wow, you can't ignore it. You won't be able to ignore it. You can't help yourself but pay attention. That's maybe what libraries need to do. How can you do that? How do you develop something so special, something so unique? Well, why don't let your customers tell you? I mean, there's a lot of things going on here at the library that they can tell you. We have permission-based marketing tools such as the library card. We know what they're taking out. We know how often they come in. We know how often they check it, whether they check back in on time. We know our customers. but can we use that knowledge of our customers to develop and market better services and grow the patronage, grow and become more sustainable? And one of the things I think that libraries do that the news service has done, I mean, we're constantly getting more competition from sites like Google or Yahoo Answers, Askville, Aardvark, KGB, and others. You can't afford to hide behind your credentials. They don't care about degrees, your customers. They don't care that you have a degree, and I can go to, Wikipedia doesn't. They don't care. You can't hide behind that. You have to go and approach them and find out what it is they want, how to better serve your community, and they will find you if you can make a remarkable product. Uh, in the information age, libraries are not going to be the gatekeepers of information. There's not going to be a barrier. The intermediary approach, that's coming down. That's dying. What it is libraries are going to be more like tour guides. We're going to be able to provide them the information literacy and maybe some skills or whatever to help them search and to help them evaluate their own search and maybe be able to help them better define their own information need. But as far as gatekeepers, that's done. And to sustain a business model where that's central is not going to be an effective way to grow and be sustainable in areas of shrinking budgets and all that kind of thing. Can libraries be relevant, sustainable, and grow in the 21st century? I think you can. I think you can. But you have to be willing to listen to your customers, go out into the community, find out what their needs are, meet those needs, develop better products, services, improve, be willing to be flexible and evolve along with customer needs, and market those needs. Communicate your services and your value to your stakeholders and your funding authorities. And I think they can be relevant. What do you think? Hit the boards. Let us know. Take a look at the wiki, and we'll see you in the message boards. Thank you.